So I came with a clean slate. The meaning of the word have mercy.
The same thing when the Dr AKM came.
Exactly.
Yeah, namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Yeah, so welcome to Tarmac Media House. This very impromptu program.
Absolutely.
So, shall we do it in English or Malayalam? This is for the.
I prefer English because then the terms will be very clear.
All right, okay. Yeah. So, this is another guru of mine, and this is the legendary Jerry Amaldev ji, a music director for the last 60 years. In fact, he started composing music at the age of 4. So, in that sense, if you take 81 years experience, he is 85 now. We are great friends. What connects us is music. He also has got interest in aerospace and defense. But of course, that's, like one common man's interest. So I'm here in Kochi at his house because one of his books is coming out. So let's hear from the man.
Yeah.
What is this book all about?
Anantha Krishnan, thank you for coming in the first place.
No, don't say that.
Yeah. Actually, I have been involved with Western music even from the age of 4, since I began singing in our local parish church. In those days, the Roman Catholic Church, to which I belong, at the Latin Rite, they had all the singing and the language involved was Latin. And so the music of that kind, that is the liturgical music of the Roman Church, was and is even today, is called the Gregorian chant.
Okay.
Gregorian chant is an oriental kind of music which came out in the fusion of Jewish temple music, which are, Christ's early followers were all Jews, so they were conversant with it. Then they traveled to the Greek areas, and of course, in those days, in the time of Christ, the lingua franca of that area was Greek.
Achha, okay.
Not Latin, not Aramaic, and not Arabic or anything. So the church began with the Greek language. Eventually, Constantine turned the tables and made it into Latin.
All right.
Anyway, I started singing Gregorian chant from a very early age. I want to give you a small example of it.
Right.
This means, Lord, have mercy on us.
Oh, achha, okay.
Now, this very funny thing, there's a very long melodic line on one syllable. Like you notice, so one of my mentors told me, the meaning of the word have mercy in Greek has a nuance of flowing oil.
Oh, achha, okay.
So the flowing of that oil is parallel with the flow of God's mercy. And that's why they use so many notes to show that downflow of oil, downflow of mercy. And so that is one example. There is another example. Adorote devote latens vei. I mean, one syllable, one note. Que subis figuris verelati. So I grew up with the root of Western classical music.
So where were you then?
I was in a place called Kalur here.
Yeah, okay, right. So all happened here.
All in Cochin. And because Cochin happens to be the headquarters of what is called the Roman Rite, the Verapoli Archdiocese.
All right.
Initiated immediately after the arrival of the Portuguese around 1498.
Okay.
I remember that because it's 2 years before 1500.
Oh, achha, okay.
And so they established a Latin church and they tried to bring all the existing Christian denominations. There were a lot of Christian
This
denominations.
1498, is it the same year where the same thing when the Vasco da Gama came?
Exactly.
Okay, at
Vasco da-
Kapad.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Kapad.
we studied in school.
That's correct. And so from Kapad, they moved to Cochin and to Goa. So Cochin was after Goa the more important.
So did they also, along with the things they got in, they also got in music, isn't it?
They did. They brought music, they brought the school system.
Okay.
Every church should have a school teaching regular subjects plus music.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I studied in a Christian management school from my Montessori to class 6.
wonderful.
So amazing foundation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so we have common ground here.
Yes.
And so I got the root of Western classical music called Gregorian chant, which is an Oriental kind of music, like a mixture of Jewish music, Arabic music, Greek music, and European music,
All right.
all fixed together. Anyway, from there, I also, from going to the church and singing in a monastery here, belonging to the OCD fathers.
All right.
That is again a Latin congregation for men. They taught us to sing Western English hymns.
Okay.
For example, La la li, the ocean star, guide of the wander here below.
All right.
I forgot the beginning word.
Okay.
I forgot. Yeah. So I got an orientation to the harmonic music of Europe. Then, at that time in Cochin, I'm talking about the 40s and 50s, when I was a small boy, in the 40s, there were no Malayalam movies. We had only Hindi films and Tamil films.
Okay.
And Tamil films had titles like Airam Thalai Vangi, Apurva Sintamani and all that. Very long titles.
Longish titles.
All Patala Bhairavi and all. It didn't impress me. While I was impressed with the Hindi melodies. So the melodies I heard as a boy was like this. Piya milan ko jana,
Piya milan ko jana. Piya milan ko jana.
That by Pankaj Malik,
Okay.
Bengali.
But this is a very famous song.
Famous song, Hindi. So I got into the Hindi wave. Then eventually, of course, Mohammad Rafi, Mukesh Manna, Lata Mangeshkar, Asha Bhosle, the whole lot came to the fore. And I particularly liked the music of Mr. Naushad and C. Ramchandra.
Any particular song?
Of course.
Which one?
For example, when I was a little boy, there was a famous movie called Ratan. Rim jumbar se badarwa, मस्ती हवा में आए पिया घर आजा आजा पिया घर आजा. One song like that.
I've just, I can't recollect the lyrics, yeah, but
That's right.
very famous. Yeah.
Then there was like तू मेरा चांद मैं तेरी चांदनी री 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 तू मेरा राग तू मेरी रागनी ओ ना 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 कोई दिल लगी.
Any popular number from song from Mukesh, you know,
Yeah,
with your...
for example, झूम झूम के नाचो नाचो आ गाओ खुशी के गीत हो गाओ खुशी के गीत. It was popular in those days. I'm talking about the 40s.
So all these songs what you heard as a child,
It all went into my head.
my head, and so then eventually when you came to, so this book captures all these journey.
No, the book is purely about Western music.
Achha, okay.
Western music, people think Western music means American pop music.
It's not that, yeah.
It is American pop music is like
Very small contribution.
a
in it.
one drop in the
Correct,
vast
yeah.
ocean of Western music. So I want to give our youngsters a proper understanding of what is Western music. Is it taking the guitar and playing chanky, chanky, chanky? That's only one small affair. There's a vast musical ocean there.
Achha,
Just
okay.
like our Indian music, a vast ocean of music. Indian music or Chinese music for that, or Arabic music for that matter. European music is as vast and much more colorful, if I may say so, in a way. So, The book deals with fundamentally the theory of Western.
Achha, okay. So when is it getting released?
It is really getting released. There is no release like that. But the day after tomorrow, I will get a number of.
So let's do a release. Let's do let's do a small event.
Why not? If you
I'll anchor it.
oh you anchor, I have no idea how to do it. Yeah.
I'll help you out.
Fantastic.
Okay, so I want to just cut across to, of course, when the book comes, I'll do a review.
Sure.
We'll tell the people. It's amazing that, how, since you're targeting youngsters, it's my area also. So great. So people should know the story behind the music, the roots, right?
That's the rules and regulations and history and the stalwarts who made Western music what it is.
So we're talking about the roots.
Roots, yes.
Yes.
Mostly roots, then the main body and the modern times. All that.
Cut across to Manjil Virinja Pookal.
Manjil Virinja.
Your first released movie and first movie of Mohanlal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, that's also first released movie, maybe.
Yes.
I'm told he acted before that.
But it didn't come through.
Yeah. So, we were all in school.
Yes.
And I must tell you, sir,
yes.
it had so much of impact in my creative life. As a kid, you spoke about your childhood.
Yeah.
So when the school bus of Good Shepherd English Medium School comes, GSEMS, so, this song was so much in my mind, because it was different.
Different.
And I'm talking about, this came in which year?
1980.
80.
Precisely.
So,
81.
80. So, I'm just, maybe 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
So, but it had an impact. So let's hear.
Yes. That famous song.
My favorite.
മിഴിയോരം നനഞ്ഞൊഴുകും മുകിൽ മാലകളോ നിഴലോ മഞ്ഞിൽ വിരിഞ്ഞ പൂവേ പറയൂ നീ ഇളം പൂവേ ഏതോ വസന്തവനി.
So it goes like that. And it also had another song, isn't it? Which was very, very.
മഞ്ഞണിക്കൊമ്പിൽ ഒരു കുഞ്ഞിണിത്തുമ്പിൽ താനിരുന്നലിഞ്ഞാടിടുന്നൊരു സുമംഗലി കുരുവി ഇണയവിടെ തുണയവിടെ ഇണയവിടെ തുണയവിടെ സിന്ദൂര കുരുവി മഞ്ഞണിക്കൊമ്പിൽ.
So this your entry, it virtually created a storm. I'm sure it also would have shaken some of the kingdoms that was there. We are not getting it. It's been talked about much.
Yeah.
And then the journey continued.
Yeah.
And then you came out with this song, Airam.
Yes.
That was which? I don't know.
That was in 1986, 87.
And which movie was it?
Movie is called Nokatha Duratha Kannannan.
Yeah, Nadia Mohan.
That's it. Nadia was the heroine.
So, two lines from that?
Sure. ആയിരം കണ്ണുമായി കാത്തിരുന്നു നിന്നെ ഞാൻ എന്നിൽ നിന്നും പറന്നകന്നൊരു പൈങ്കിളി മലത്തേൻ കിളി പൈങ്കിളി മലത്തേൻ കിളി പൈങ്കിളി മലത്തേൻ കിളി.
So many, movies that inspired different generations and so many different, because your song, your music stands out because it's definitely different. It inspires. It is very moving. It penetrates, and there are many things. So different people will have different effects, right?
I left Kerala in 1955, and I didn't come back to Kerala until 1980. That means 25 years. I don't know what has happened to the music of Kerala, films and all. So I came with a clean slate as far as Kerala was concerned. So my melodies were has nothing to do with Kerala as such, but it was more connected with Hindi film music.
And in the recent, which was a film you gave music, that song became. നീയും കാണുന്നുണ്ടോ ഈണം കിളിതന്നെ നീയും കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ
വന്നു നാം രണ്ടാളും ഇതുവഴിയേ ഇവിടെ വരെ പോരേണം നീ കൂടെ ഇനിയൊഴുകാരു വഴിയേ.
പൂക്കൾ പനിനീർപ്പൂക്കൾ
നീയും കാണാനുണ്ടോ?
So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We have to step out. We have to go to dinner. And we have to see a little bit of the Kochi nightlife. And I have to drop him back before 10 because he has got a program in the morning. And I need to hit my hotel, take my medicines and sleep. I hope you enjoyed this different kind of program. You will get to see like this everything, not just the fighter jets, bombs and stuff like that.
Splendid. My pleasure meeting the youngsters whom you are attending.
Yes, and thank you so much, sir. And all the best for your book release.
Thank you.
And all you young fellows, tricolor, pin to the heart. And thanks for all your prayers. Jai Hind.
Amaldev sir, who created the song, who's the composer. He's here. Thank you very much for coming.